What's up, mortals? I'm the Attack here, and I got some shit on my mind that needs to get out before my head probably explodes. And shit, man, this is probably gonna be social suicide because the last time I addressed a relevant topic in life, I got socially outcasted like an anorexic person in Houston, Texas. But I'm gonna take a shot. I mean, you only live once, right? Now, anyone can post a video giving their thoughts on Modern Warfare 3, saying how it's the biggest release ever, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, when they've made 8 of them, I'd hope that you would get it right finally, but still thinking at it from that standpoint, 1 in 8. We're going to hop into a baseball analogy here that means you're batting 125, which in turn means you're sent down to the minors, which in turn turns you into antidepressant pills, which in turn leads you to being found dead in a hotel room with a noose around your neck and a hand tightly grasping your dick. Autoerotic asphyxiation. It's the inevitable. Now, I know only a handful of people have played the game, but from what I'm hearing, it's not going to be the game of all games. And so what? You can only improve on so much with modern technology. I mean, what do some people expect? Like a simulation of the movie Gamer where everyone gets to play Gerard Butler? When you die, they don't respawn, literally. But that's not the point of this video. There are a few things that have come up recently that have really made me think, like, why? So let's start off this whole like copyright deal, posting videos early on YouTube, and a possible fix for that. Now, here's just a little note, guys, that these are my personal opinions and thoughts. I just figured I would throw some ideas out there. Nothing I say in this video will change the way that they're doing anything, but the fact that some people are getting their accounts banned, they're losing their machinima partnerships for posting this stuff early. I just think that they could have turned it around and turned it into a positive. So here's a couple possible things that I think they could have done a little bit better. So I know that obviously the reason why these people are posting is because A, they want to get those viral views. They want to be the first person to show the real game, not the stuff that you played at PAX and COD XP. They've obviously changed the game a whole shit ton since then, changed up all the maps that they allowed them to play. So you want to be that first guy, and that's why everyone wants to get the game early. That's why everyone's so pumped at this 12:01 Pacific time deal where everyone's gonna spam upload. There's gonna be 6 bajillion videos in your sub box. So what's happening now is there's some people posting, but not on their main channels. They're basically posting on these scrap dead accounts and then tweeting them out with their 4 million like henchmen Twitter followers. And then what they're doing is linking their channel in the description. So when that video gets 4 million views because it's the first video, you know, they're going to send all these people to their channel. And there is some people posting Modern Warfare 3 content on their own channel. So what I think that they should do is that's not allowed. Like that right there, posting on a dead account and tweeting it out so it gets, you know, viral and then sends more people to your channel. I think that they're doing the right thing there, you know, getting rid of those videos. But if you were thinking of an advertising standpoint for this game, this is going to be a huge game for everyone. What they should do, this is obviously my personal opinion, but an idea that I think that could just make everyone's life so much easier is, yeah, you get the game early, and I'm totally against that because I think everyone's a fucking human being and they should all have to wait to play. There's no like special, you don't have a fucking king's crown on, and you just because you have X amount of subscribers, you should not deserve to play it instead of your fucking buddy John, who's never even watched a YouTube video in his life. So that's one thing I don't like about it, but that's, again, getting completely off topic here, is these guys, because they have such a huge audience, they are promoting the game. What I'm thinking is take the ads off the videos. Don't let them gain the revenue. Don't let them gain that whole sense of, I have a viral video because I'm the first person to get it, because I paid $2,000 for my copy of Modern Warfare 3, and I'm going to make that money back by getting, you know, a viral video. What you should do is Activision to say, listen, we'll allow you to advertise our game because you have a huge audience. And all we're asking you is you take the ads off. You don't gain the revenue. You're helping us. And maybe we'll pay you a sum of money for, you know, shooting that video out to millions and millions of people, because obviously some of these big guys with their huge numbers, they're going to pull in views. So that's almost free advertising for them. So I just think that them giving strikes to these people is kind of the wrong way to go about it. I mean, what you should be doing is finding the people who pre-released the game early and got it to these people, in my opinion. But anyways, that's just kind of my thoughts on that. And there's another thing I kind of wanted to touch on, is the whole sponsorship through Doritos and Mountain Dew, all these XP codes that you can get for ranking up quicker or something. I don't know. I don't live in the US, and I don't even think they have that kind of stuff in Canada up here, but that just totally falls into the gaming stereotype. It's like you have to buy, like, they're not saying you have to eat bags of Doritos and you have to drink Mountain Dew to get these double XP codes, but having it on there, I mean, you have a bag of Doritos and a case of Mountain Dew in your house, you're going to probably eat them eventually. So they're totally giving off a wrong signal there and basically falling straight into the gaming stereotype that, chips and pop and stuff, and what they should do is put it on fucking protein powder and celery sticks. Like, you go buy this brand of celery and you get Modern Warfare 3 double XP codes. I think that'd be a more, a brilliant way to go about things, because you're just showing there that you're not the stereotypical gamer. I don't know. It's something that doesn't really make sense to me. It's something I don't like. I know a lot of my friends, when they think of gamers, they do think of like, just sitting in your basement eating Doritos because it's an easy thing to do. And I think it's something that's bothered me since Hot Pockets sponsored MLG and stuff. But it's still, guys, it's my opinion. I don't want any hate on this video. I don't want you guys to kind of just like think that I'm the Antichrist against Modern Warfare 3. I don't get a chance to really voice my personal opinions on topics because I'm talking about my personal life, and I know you guys like that, but this is an outlet for me, and I just thought, maybe we could converse here. You guys can tell me your thoughts on it. You can tell me if my arguments are relevant, if they would help, or if I'm just bitching about nothing. And again, I'm not bitching really about anything. I thought I would speak my mind, and hopefully you guys can give me a response on this video. Let me know what you think about the stuff that I covered. Do you think that Activision not giving them strikes and letting them kind of promote maybe for a little incentive would be more worth it? And the whole, gamer stereotype deal with the Doritos and Mountain Dew thing. So let me know what you guys think, and let me know if you guys enjoyed this video, because I'm not meaning for it to come off as a rant. So just so you guys know, it'll be back to normal posts here. I just thought I would get this out before the game comes out and before there's 4 bajillion videos in your sub box. So anyways, I'll see you guys later. I'm the Attack, and I'm out. What is up, late night mortals? I'm the Attack here. I know it's like 1:32 in the morning by the time this video goes up, but I know you guys are just lurking on your computers all night looking for some MW3 footage, and we got a sick game of Team Deathmatch on Arcaden from David Brown. He generously sent me this gameplay because I wasn't lucky enough to blow anyone in advance to get the game early, plus the fact that I don't enjoy penis in and around my mouth. So I figured let's kick off MW3 release night with one of my favorite series where I answer your questions and give my best advice, Laine G, PhD. And I know it's a video that I haven't done in a while. I have a bajillion emails from you guys, so I thought I would start motoring my way through them. So without any further ado, enjoy the sexy background gameplay while I hit these emails. So the first email is from Chris, and remember, we don't say last names because we don't want to stalk these people on the internet. He says, "Hey bro, I have my high school's homecoming dance next week. I'm in grade 9, kind of new to dances. I don't dance, but I have grinded once at a crappy dance at my public school. So anyway, can you give a bro some advice for what to do when I'm there and not just standing around? Thanks, and cheers to a fellow Canadian. P.S. This would be great on the show." This would be great on the show. This is great on the show. The first episode of Modern Warfare 3, Laine G, PhD. I understand completely where you're coming from, Chris. I don't dance either. I don't have that special part in my soul where I can get excited about things like that. And it's really weird. It kind of sucks come Christmas time when someone gives me a gift. I just can't get excited, or out at parties I have to be extremely drunk. And obviously being in grade 9, there's no way that you would be hammered at a dance unless, you're are just like the most badass ever. But you seem like a nice guy, so I'm assuming that's not it. So what I'm kind of taking from this is you don't want to seem like the awkward guy standing in the corner waiting for everyone to kind of do something, and then you kind of mold into the crowd. So my advice to you would be, do your best to stay in the comfort zone of your own personality. And what I mean by that is you say that you're not into dancing, and that's totally cool. But in order to have fun at the dance, you kind of got to let yourself go a little bit. So what I would kind of say is basically get a group of friends, you know, a couple girls, a couple guys, maybe hit the middle of the dance floor and start doing a group dance as opposed to pairing off, because I know it can be kind of awkward. You don't know where to grab a girl. I know for like middle school, high school dances, it's basically just like dry humping anyways. So if you're not into that kind of stuff, just, you know, pair off with a bunch of your friends and just have a fun time, and don't let the fact that you're embarrassed of your dance skills or you just don't enjoy dancing ruin your night, because I mean that's a big dance, the high school homecoming dance, and just it's something that you will remember for a long time. So dress up nicely, you know, make sure to go with a couple friends and just have a great time all together. So thanks a lot for the email. Now, the next email is from Neil. He says, "Hey, Laine, so there's this girl in school that I like. She's pretty attractive, but I'm not sure if she likes me back. We're friends, and I'm not sure whether or not to make a move. The big problem is that there's this other girl who likes me. She's pretty nice, too. I don't know her too well. She just isn't that good-looking or friendly as girl number 1. I honestly don't know whether to pursue girl 1 or just go with the easy girl number 2. Well, Neil, here's the thing. It all depends what you're looking for in a girl. If you want to just hook up with a girl and you're not looking for a relationship, then you don't really have to know the girl that much. So obviously go for the easy girl number 2. But what you're kind of saying to me is you want a relationship. So, you know, there's something that I kind of learned from previous experiences is you never will get anywhere if you don't try, if you don't take that extra leap. And honestly, you could go for girl number 1 and get shut down, and then girl number 2 will find out and completely, you know, disregard you and not like you anymore. But just the fact that you tried will make you feel better inside. So my best advice for you would be try, you know. If your feelings are for girl number 1, then that's where your feelings will always be. You can't necessarily fake feelings for a girl just because you want to get to second base with her. So, best of luck with girl number 1, and hopefully she has the same feelings back. Alright, the last email I'm going to read is from Izzy. He says, "So I just got my heart broken by my ex. We went out for a year and then started going on and off. The sex is amazing and I get turned on every time I see her. I want to move on, but I don't want to be dry." In brackets he puts sexless. "I still love her, but I have options. Should I just go for the sex or try masturbating?" And in brackets he says, "I've never masturbated." You've never masturbated in your life. Wow. I jerked off 4 times today, dude. That's some pretty high quality self-restraint. That deserves, like, I'm clapping my hands for you right now. That deserves a hand clap. Please help me, bro. You don't have to put it in a video, but it would make my day. Just a simple response would be fine too. So the thing is, obviously things didn't work out with your ex. That's why you're not still together, and you don't want to go back to her just for the fact of having sex. And I'm assuming that you're not, you know, 19, 20 years old. You seem a little bit younger from the way that you kind of worded this email. So my best thing to you would be just don't worry about the sex aspect of the relationship. Just, you know, try and get back to that point that you were at before your ex broke your heart, because I've gone through heartbreak before and I know how it feels. It's depressing, and the first instinct when you get your heart broken is you just want to go out and you want to be crazy, you want to be wild, you just want to do anything. And you know, most of the times you will regret it. I've been in situations where I've done things after a breakup and you just regret it after. You feel dirty, and it's just not for everyone. So my best advice to you, Izzy, would be get your emotions, get your life back on track. Don't worry so much about the physical aspect. Maybe, you know, you meet a nice girl and that will all come in good time. So you know, best of luck with this situation, and hopefully that advice helped a little bit. Anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed the first episode of Laine G PhD Modern Warfare 3 edition. Thanks again to David Brown. So if you guys want to be on an episode of Laine G PhD, please send an email to lainegphd@hotmail.ca, where I will read your emails and hopefully respond to them in a video. Make sure to tune in for my next video. Thank you guys so much for listening. I'm The Attack, and I'm out.
What is up, boys?
Hey, what's up, mortals? I'm the Attack here, and if you guys can kind of tell, my voice is kind of gone, my throat's a little bit sore, and no, you fucking perverts, it's not from blowing a bunch of people. Just, you know, the late nights since MW3 and the lack of sleep that I'm the Attack has been getting, because this game is absolutely great. I actually had to just rage quit from it, and I thought I would pop on, do a little commentary for you guys, talking about drugs. Now, a lot of you guys may have seen my first time smoking pot. That was back in the golden days, the golden era of my commentary prime. Now I'm all washed up, an old wrinkly ball sack and stuff. So I'm gonna come back and relive that story and kind of go over my experiences with drugs and maybe give you guys a different perspective, because I know, as I was, a lot of you guys get peer pressured to do drugs, mainly pot, in high school. I mean, in grade 10, which would be freshman for the US and other countries, you don't necessarily have one of your friends coming around trying to get you to do coke and stuff, but pot was mainly the one that kind of was going around my school, as well as tobacco, but I'm mainly focusing on the Mary J. Juene in this video. So one thing that I never really mentioned in the story about my first time smoking pot was, after the fact, I'd become this little stoner, and this is back in grade 10 for those of you guys who didn't see that video. So just imagine, you know, a sports kind of guy. Like, I've always been a sporty type dude, and I had PE first block every single day, and we would actually meet at the school at 8 a.m. in the morning and go into the bushes and get absolutely baked before PE. This had happened for about 3 to 4 months, and just kind of thinking back on it, you just think, wow, like, what a fucking loser. And that's how I feel about it now, at least. So that was back in the days of trying to impress the older crowd, to try and fit in, and that's what that's the reason a lot of people do turn to drugs, is because you see these older people and somewhat see them as a role model, not necessarily, but you figure that if they're doing it and they're, you know, gaining all these friends, and it's a cool thing to do, if you do it, then you'll become cool as well. And I think that's the problem with society nowadays. And maybe if I tell you guys my experience with drugs, it may waver your decision. Now, I know, you know, purely based on this video and this commentary, it won't make your decision, it won't change your decision, because in your mind, you know if you're going to do drugs or if you're not going to do drugs. And I'm just hoping that my experiences may make you just think about it a little bit more. So what had actually happened after my little stoner phase, the pot had triggered a heart palpitation of mine. Now, it has nothing to do with the actual pot, it didn't cause it, but it triggered it, and it's something that I was, you know, had with me from birth. Thanks, Mom. And I mean, anyone at any age, it's a scary thing when something with your heart goes wrong. And let me tell you this, guys, those were some of the darkest days of my life. I remember, for instance, there was a moment where I had to go to work, and what a heart palpitation is when your heart, it feels like it's skipping a beat, but it actually does 2 beats in the time of 1. This is my knowledge, I'm not an MD, but what it does is it almost gives you, for a split second, an out-of-body experience. And when you're having this, you know, for little episodes during the day, it can be an extremely scary thing. And there was a moment when I was getting ready to go to work when I was 16 years old, and I was literally lying on my bed, face down, crying, because I was having heart palpitation episode for about probably 10 to 15 minutes, and I literally thought my heart was going to burst and explode. And this is a scary thing for me, because I'm one of those people that extremely enjoys life. I love being alive, and you know, when you're put in a situation where you're literally scared for your life for a stupid decision that you made, it's a terrible feeling. I went and got medical attention. You know, my family brought me in and got it kind of figured out, did the ECG, the EKG, wore the stupid things on my nipples and stuff, but you know, got it figured out, and I have episodes, you know, once in a blue moon, now every month or so, when I'm doing some physical activity. But so yeah, I just thought I'd give you guys a little story about my experiences with pot, with drugs, and I may do another video touching on this a little bit more. This is a really short gameplay, and I felt that with all the gameplay videos I've been putting out, I would give you guys a life story. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys could take something away from this video and possibly just make like one better decision each day. And if you set your mind to making one better decision each and every day, eventually, you know, every decision will be the right decision. So if that made any sense to you, I don't even know if it made sense to me. But anyways, thank you guys so much for listening. If you wouldn't mind leaving a rating on this video, a like, a favorite if you really enjoyed, and comment on this video and letting me know your thoughts on drugs. Thank you guys so much for listening. I'm The Attack, and I'm out.
What is up, bros?
Hey guys, it's Mrs. Attack here on Laine G PhD. So to get things started with our first question. Hey Laine, so I took this girl who is way out of my league to my school's homecoming. Long story short, the night was a train wreck and her mom was watching over us like a hawk, so I didn't dare do anything dirty with her. But even though she's attractive, our personalities don't mix at all. I'm really smart and witty while she's an airhead blonde. I kinda like her and we have similar interests, but I don't know if I should pursue this relationship. Help. Your bro, Alec. Okay, Alec, so for this one, I'd say you need to go on more than one date. You can't just base something off of one date and say this is not gonna work, because you never know. But after a couple dates and it's still not working, or you guys' personalities are just too different, then it's just really not gonna work. Because you can't change who you are and you can't change personality for somebody, so there's no point in trying. Thanks for the email. Now on to the second email from Derek. Hey Laine, I'm 16 years old and have never had a girlfriend. This has never really concerned me until lately. I have a few friends that are girls, but I never hang out with them except for with a group of people or at parties. I feel like I should probably start hanging out with girls outside of a group more, but I don't really know what we would do even if we were to hang out. It seems to me that unless you're in a group of people, it can get really awkward because you have nothing to do or talk about. Please respond, it would mean a lot to me. Okay, Derek, well, first things first, you can't really worry about not having a girlfriend. You're only 16. Some people just are late bloomers. They don't quite get there until college. So it's never really something to worry about. And the second thing is, well, maybe try hanging out with one of the girls in the group and pair off with her, get to know her a bit, and then you can start asking her out. Okay, thanks for the email. Now, on to the third email.
Doing?
Reading your emails.
Why do you have my headset on?
I'm doing this. You
Are
left
you
it on.
recording right now?
Yeah,
What are you recording?
a video.
Are you making me a video?
No, I'm making the viewers a video.
Are you doing good?
Of course.
Okay, fine. Go.
Okay.
Fuck it. Go. Keep going then.
So the next video is from...
The next video, the next email.
the next email. It's from Ilio. Dear Laine, I'm currently dating a girl I have been going out with for almost 4 months now. I'm close friends with this other girl. I used to like her for 3 years straight. She just broke up with her boyfriend. She likes me now. Well, my friends say she's almost obsessed doing that whole writing my name down 100 times, and I'm her screensaver for her phone, all that girl stuff. I feel really bad because I think I'm starting to like her now, but I don't know how to say it to my girlfriend. I don't really have a good reason besides I like another girl, but they are almost mortal enemies. I don't think I could just flat out say it. I have asked a bunch of my bros, but they just call me a doucher for liking this girl. Just to add in, almost all my bros hate this girl I like. Personally, she's a great girl. I don't know what to do, so advice is greatly appreciated. Love, Ilio. This is like the classic not being able to share situation. This girl had another boyfriend, so she didn't give two flying F's about you. But then, the second you have a girlfriend, she's like, I want what I can't have. Now, Ilio, if you're not happy with your girlfriend that you're with right now, Don't just break up with her because you want another girlfriend or, there's that other girl out there. Break up with her because you're not happy with her. Don't do it for another reason. Thanks for the email. Now on to the last email from Kyle. Sup, broski? Unlike many of your viewers, I'm in my 20s and well into college. However, despite my experiences and obsessively watching your videos, I seem to find myself having trouble with this one particular girl. As I said earlier, I'm a junior in college and this specific girl is a freshman, but not just any freshman, possibly the hottest freshman ever to step foot on this campus. The cool thing is, though, that she doesn't have that golden pussy syndrome that every other girl has at our school, name excluded. I've never really had any trouble talking or interacting with girls, but I've also not been the type to go and hump every piece of pussy I see. I want to be with this girl and we seem to have good chemistry and get along well, but I'm not sure if she is just being nice like the goddess she is, or if she has mutual feelings. I feel that every guy has had this dilemma sometime in their life, and I need your broke-tastic awesomeness to help me figure out what the deal is. I am leaning towards just growing a pair and asking her out to dinner because that's just how I roll. But I also don't want to get completely shut down and look like a loser. Like I said, I haven't had issues with talking to girls in the past, but then again, none have been so perfect as this one. Any advice would be very much appreciated, and this doesn't have to be in a video. Thanks so much in advance. Love, Kyle. XOXO. No homo. You know what? I think you should just grow a pair and go and ask her out, because you know what? You don't want to be 5 years down the road regretting your decision and wondering what if. Because you know what? You can't succeed if you don't try. So go out and ask out the hot broad. Thanks for all the emails, guys, and if you want to hear some more videos from me, like this video and let me know in the comment box below. I'm Mrs. Attack, and I am out.
What is up, bros?
Other terminology for jerking off is having sex with yourself. And if you're a man and you're jerking off, which translates into if you're a man and you're having sex with yourself, which translates into if you're a man and you're having sex with a man, is that gay? Put that question in the back of your mind. Let that shit marinate. And let me know in the comment section by the end of this video. What is up, mortals? I'm the Attack here now. I've been on YouTube for a long time now. I kind of felt like we've gotten past that whole first date mode, the whole honeymoon stage of our relationship where it's all about sex, exploring, the curvatures of each other's body. Now it's time to do some fucking real talk. Now it's time to open our souls and get to know each other on a more personal level and tell you guys something that you may not know about me. I am, well, formerly was, but I still can kind of classify myself as that. I am/was a bandy. I was a super nerd back in middle school and high school, and that's something you guys may not know about me. It was good to get stuff out in the open so we can kind of clear the air, clear things up. Yeah, I mean, music has always been a huge part of my life. I mean, I used to use music in order to fall asleep. It calms me down when I'm angry. It pumps me up when I go to the gym. So I felt, what a better way to kind of bring my relationship with music to a new level than to learn to play a musical instrument. Now, I know a lot of people enjoy guitar and drums, which are two instruments you don't necessarily have to go into band to play. And I mean, I personally play guitar as well, not as much as I would like to, but I play it for fun and leisure. But I was in school band starting in grade 7, which I don't really know. I don't want to get into this whole freshman American type deal. You guys have different grades for different shit, so I don't want to make this video an argument about that. But I was in grade fucking 7, Canada Standard Time, motherfucker. And that's the time zones that we're going by now because I'm Canadian and I don't give a fuck where you guys are from. So I'm kidding, I do. I really honestly care about your guys' feelings and appreciate your support. So back to the main point. I started off in grade 7. Now at the time I really didn't know what I wanted to play. I kind of wanted to do the drums, maybe some percussion stuff, because that's kind of where you don't have to actually carry around your instruments. So you can hide your drumsticks like in your pants, so it makes it look like your dick's a little bit bigger as well, and you don't have to pretend to be something that you're not. But I went through a couple of instruments. I mean, I never tried the flute or clarinet because those are gay. I mean, a lot of girls played that, so I just felt that that wasn't exactly my style of instrument. I played the trumpet. That was my instrument, and I was fucking good at it. I was an amazing trumpeter for all y'all haters out there who think band is nerdy. Now, this is like basically just a nice little statement that I'm going to say for some of you guys that are, on the edge or have complete biased opinions on band itself. Band is not nerdy at all. This is coming from someone who's played sports his whole life. I mean, music was an amazing way for me to express myself and kind of get a different side of me, like an artsy type feel to your life. It just adds so much creativity. It's just amazing. And starting out in band, I just thought it would be a nice thing. I mean, we got to go on a sweet field trip if you stay in band for a couple years, so I figured, something that I could try out. Maybe I'll enjoy it. But I mean, I was good. I played in the normal band. I was in grade 7. This was my first year, and I got asked to join the jazz band, which was kind of the elite group, and I was like lead trumpet. I was just bouncing. I was blowing the shit out of that trumpet, first off. And one thing that I kind of still regret to this day, and it makes me kind of feel like a quitter. I'm not one of those people that likes to quit things. I'm not. I just don't have that personality. I like to be the best I can be at everything I'm doing. And it came to a point where I kind of felt that my reputation would kind of take a downfall if people actually found out that I was this big into band. And it got to a point where I was sneaking around my instruments. I mean, I used to hide my trumpet in the bushes and wait till everyone left to carry it home, and that's something that I honestly feel guilty about to this day. And it's not hypocritical me saying band isn't nerdy. I realize that I made a mistake and not expressing that side of me to my friends and kind of showing them that this is the kind of person that I am. But I mean, I did practice at home, and it was kind of like an alone thing that I would do, and it was so relaxing. It was so amazing. So I did band all up until grade 11, which I don't know what year that is for you guys, and then I decided to quit. I decided to focus mainly more on sports because I did, in fact, love sports more than I did music. But, I still have my guitars and I still play, and a lot of you guys that's something that you probably didn't know about me, and I'm glad I got it out. And I'm honestly one of those people that believes everything in life happens for a reason. There's a reason behind everything, but, it's just kind of sad to go back and think about, my musical career and how I kind of ended it short just for the fact that I felt that it would ruin my reputation. And in turn, I know a lot of people who stuck with band and now they're extremely successful. Not necessarily like fucking Akon and Trey Songz and all these guys, but I mean, they're enjoying themselves and they're hiring their education in music. And just a little message for all you guys that are in band: keep blowing the shit out of that trumpet, keep giving the rusty trombone, and I hope you guys are enjoying it and hope you guys stick with it. Anyways, thank you guys again for watching this video. It's just something that I kind of wanted to get out, so you get to see a little bit of a different version of me, like I'm the Attack 2.3. But thank you guys again so much for listening. I'm the Attack, and I'm out.
What is up, bros?
What is up, mortals? I'm the Attack here, and I got a super special video for you guys today. For some of you that don't know, I have a brother, and yes, I've asked medical experts to test that we are in fact related. And I used to run a series on mine and his channel called Storytime with Snuff. That was his YouTube persona. He is so far changed it about 4 million times since then, but I've been begging him to come back to YouTube because those are the times that I miss, the olden days, the glory days, as Bruce Springsteen would say, and he is the reason why I started YouTube. So if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be in front of this microphone talking to you guys while you're sitting hiding from your parents because you feel that my videos are too racy for them to know that you're actually watching them. He didn't necessarily conceive me from his mangina, but he kind of coaxed me into starting this whole YouTube thing. So we're going to tell a little fun story today about him getting arrested. And I've never been personally arrested. I know a lot of you guys want to hear shit to do with the cops. So without further ado, Titties, you want to introduce yourself to my fans and my subscribers?
What up, guys? Bosco here, formerly known as Snuff. way back in 19 tickety boo when I used to post commentaries on the interwebs for your entertainment.
And I'm honestly, I'm so glad that Snuffy's deciding to make his old comeback, make the big second chance comeback to YouTube, because I miss these bro bonding sessions, drinking some Bud Lights, sitting back and thinking of some commentary topics to discuss. So as stated previously in this video, we're going to talk about some sort of arresting debacle that happened when me and Snuff hit the club pretty hard. So in the town that we live in, it's an extremely small town, and there's only 2 real bars, you would say, that you can grind on bitches in.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so the one bar you either are gonna get your ass kicked or you're gonna get an STD, and the other bars, don't interrupt me, don't make fun of me on my channel, titties, or I'll start interrupting you. The other bar is like 45 to 50-year-old sexually awkward couples that go to dance to country music. So I'm gonna take my chance of getting an STD or getting killed. And actually, at this particular bar, what was it, like 3 to 4 months ago, there was somebody murdered in the bathroom.
Yeah, he got stabbed like 17 times.
Coke deal gone wrong. I think they're still looking for the culprit. I'm pretty sure Snuffy's been watching for the police to come to his house every morning. But on this particular night, now when I go out drinking, I like to get my buzz on. I get my pre-game pretty damn hard going. I like to slam back a couple brewskis, so I'm pretty lubricated by the time I hit the bar. And Snuffy, on the other hand, he has a different way to drink. He figures that, fuck paying for alcohol at the actual bar when you can get wasted at home and be extremely drunk the whole night and kind of ride that drunk out for the remainder of the night.
It's simple mathematics. I mean, the more you drink at home, the less you gotta drink at the bar. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but
You've done the math, right? Because you passed high school, you got your GED.
yeah, I got my GED, whatever that stands for.
But anyways, on this particular night, I believe it was a birthday occasion of some sorts, or we just felt that we needed to name it a birthday occasion because
I don't think there was any birthday occasions. I think it was like a Tuesday night.
Fucking Tuesday. That's a good enough occasion for me to go drinking. So we were partying, and a couple good friends of mine from out of town came in, and we were doing the whole like, bro, I'll be your wingman, but I kind of have a girlfriend. So I was basically taking the chubbies off of this guy. Every time you go to a bar, there's always a hot chick, and she brings that like the friend zone friend, the funny friend, like Funny Meg.
Yeah. You ever heard the term warlock?
Yeah, this chick was a warlock, and Snuffy was up doing his own thing at the bar, and I was down chasing away these chubbies for my buddy so he could dance with the hot chicks. I mean, it didn't really bother me because I knew that I was getting laid when I came home anyways, so it's just a fucking win-win situation. And I get to hear some jokes from Funny Meg, so it was awesome. And
Who's this Funny Meg character you speak so much of?
it's just a girl.
Yeah, where are we going with this?
We had a connection that night. Okay, it's something I really don't like to talk about, and she didn't return my phone calls. So
Well, you could say there'd be Funny Meg, there'd be Hot Meg, there'd be. What does Funny Meg like? What is funny?
She was
into?
chubby. She was a plus size girl. She would be one of those girls
Like Pennington.
that would shop at Pennington's Plus Superstore. I'm serious, man. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, girls gotta eat, girls gotta shop places. That's why Pennington's is open. There's no other reason for. Anyways, it's just this whole story is making me depressed because she still hasn't returned my phone calls. But anyways, Snuffy was pretty tipsy up at the bar, and it was getting close to closing time. And at this particular bar near closing time is when everyone releases testosterone. It's like as the clock is counting down, their shirt starts to tear like the Hulk, and they start to go green, but not from the puking from the booze. They just start to go green because it's like a werewolf effect that goes on, and people feel the need to let their anger out because they hate themselves on other people's mouths.
True.
And we went outside, and I heard that my brother was getting pretty rowdy, but I just kind of disregarded it because he's more of the big, tame, friendly giant type. I didn't think he would actually pull a move, and then all of a sudden it was like a flash mirage of like boom, 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 some sort of like Steven Seagal movie clip going on where people come up to me and start yelling, and like 8 guys come up and say they're going to kick the shit out of me because my brother punched one of their bros. So alright guys, this is the end of part 1 of the video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave it a like, and part 2 will be coming out right after this up on my channel.
What is up, bros?
is up, mortals? I'm the Attack here, and in today's video, I'm going to be covering a topic that could potentially be a lifesaver for most of you guys. It's going to be a video, and I'll tell you right now that when the time comes, and you'll know when it comes, you will come back and you will re-watch this video to help you cope with the situation at hand. Now, I know that 95% of my viewers are male, so if you're in that small 5% that's female, feel free to turn the video off right now, because today we're going to be talking about how to deal with women on their period. Now, we've all been there, we've all had girlfriends, we've all wanted to play that nice 7-day game of hide and seek where you're the hider and she's the seeker, and you hide in your places where she will never be able to find you. I mean, dealing with mood swings, cramps, stress of her remembering her tampon when she leaves the house, her change in hormone levels, all these come in effect. But for every issue, guys, there's a solution. That's why I'm here. Now, I know from experience that dealing with the female version of the Hulk isn't the easiest thing to do, but you have to make some sacrifices in order to get what you want. Sex. How do I know? Because I'm a fucking mind reader. No, silly. It's because I'm a guy. And as guys, every single move that we make on a day-to-day basis are all for one reason: to up our chances of having sex with a female. It's a proven fact. Now, let me propose something to you really quick. Just something I've been thinking about for a while that could possibly change the way this world works, and essentially get to the point of what people want in life. The answer to our main problem in this world is prostitution. Prostitution could have prevented world hunger, the Cuban Missile Crisis, and the death of JFK. It's a proven fact, and here is why. Men want sex, women want money, and I believe from the amount of 90210 that I've watched, I'm legally certified to be diagnosing this situation. Now, essentially, society as it is today has already almost gotten to that point. For instance, a single male and a single female going out on a date, by general terms, will be subject to some sort of prostitution. Not in the raw form, but in the idea of the man paying for the meal, the movie, or both, in hopes of sleeping with the girl. Now, that's all dependent on your chemistry, how well you two converse. I mean, as a man, you have to be on your best behavior all night to even be considered as a sexual partner for this woman. Now, let's simplify things. Now that we've gotten to the root of what both parties want, let's take a step back. Instead of the man taking this woman to a high-priced restaurant he doesn't even want to fucking go to, he gets home from a long day of work, drives to where the girl is, gives her the same amount of money that he would have spent on her at the restaurant for sex. Now here, in this situation, the woman is receiving the money, which of course she will then go to purchase some sort of dress or shoes or one of those belts that they put under their boobs that don't hold their pants up. I really don't get that. But, the man has a 100% chance of having sex, and then he can go home and play Xbox Live. It's a win-win-win situation. Now, I should be nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize for just suggesting this to you guys. But I'll settle for the self-satisfaction that I get when I see that you guys enjoy my videos every single time. Anyways, back to the main point of this video. Girls will feel gross. I know it's kind of weird segueing back. It's just something that I had to get out there. Girls will feel gross and not be comfortable getting naked around you when they're on your period. Make your girl feel like she's the sexiest girl in the world. I mean, I'm sorry that you have to deal with this every month, babe, but I can't handle a dry spell for 3 months out of the year. I'm a man. This is probably the #1 tip I can give you guys to make your girl feel special when she's having her special time of the month. Tell her in person how beautiful she is. Fuck texting, Facebook chat, or even over the phone. When she sees those words come out of your mouth in person, her mouth will be rewarding you, if you know what I'm saying. Offer to give her a nice massage if she won't have sex with you in the shower. Any type of sensual contact will heighten the girl's mood and make her 72% more likely to return the favor. Back massage for a blowjob. It's a fair trade. Now, on to something that I've personally dealt with, and it's something that you guys should not do. If your girl is refusing, she doesn't want to do anything sexually with you when she's on your period, you can't fight about it, you can't pout, you can't moan, you can't get all grumpy about it, because that will just make her more likely to say fuck you to fucking you when she's off her period, just in spite of the fact that you couldn't be aware of her emotions and you couldn't support the fact that she was making that decision. Now, if none of these tips work, I would suggest finding a girl with low self-esteem, most likely a chubby girl from out of town that has no ties to your girlfriend whatsoever and will be extremely discreet and not say that you guys hooked up. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm all against cheating. So don't fucking do it. It's the wrong thing to do. But anyways, guys, if you took anything from this video, I hope that you guys learn to be more respectful of your girlfriend's feelings, because if you show your girlfriend that you're respectful of her feelings when she's having this time of the month, she'll be more respectful on and around your penis. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you wouldn't mind taking a second to leave a rating, a like, maybe a favorite, and make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet for future sexually pleasing videos. Anyways, thank you guys so much for listening. I'm The Attack, and I'm out.
What is up, bros?
What is up, Machinima Immortals? I'm The Attack here, and this is my first video on Respawn. For most of you guys that don't know me, I post mildly humorous stories over some subpar Call of Duty gameplay, so get comfortable. There's some stuff I want to share with you, but before I talk about me, I thought I'd go back to my roots, dig deep into the soils of Mother Earth, the beginning of time, the start of an era that is I'm The Attack. Now, I'm no M. Night Shyamalan, but you'll have to agree that would be an epic movie trailer line. I personally, sitting in a movie theater watching the latest kick-ass Jason Statham movie, would turn to my girlfriend and say, with like a reassuring nod, I want to see that movie, if I ever heard that line dropped in a trailer. Just saying. But all kidding aside, you read the title, and we're here to talk about my first day of preschool. I know that a lot of you are thinking, Laine, how in the tits can you remember such an occasion? Well, when someone commits rape and public nudity in one day, that's some shit that you'll never forget. Now, it's just a regular Sunday afternoon, but back then apparently it was a big deal, so of course, I'm here to talk about it on my YouTube channel. My family and I lived in a rather small town, and by rather small I mean a slow Friday night at the Olive Garden had a higher population than this place. So anyways, when I was 5 years old, we moved to this small town, and due to the fact I was such a little asshole as a child, my parents decided to enroll me and my brother in preschool early. Now, I don't know if that was early or not. My parents had always told me I was gifted when I was younger. Didn't really pan out how they wanted. I'm not sure if YouTube director was on their list of career path choices for me, but hey, surprise bitch! Laine found something he is mediocrely good at. Anyways, I'm going to jump ahead 7 days later just to kind of explain how bad me and my brother were. So a week after my first day shenanigans, my brother had actually gotten a suspension from preschool and made a worker quit after he knocked the bitch out with a wooden building block. And they blame the violence on video games. I blame the overly happy childcare workers. Quit smiling for 2 damn minutes and give us some cheese whiz on celery. Yes, peanut butter and raisins will do as well. All us kids wanted was ants on a log. And if you feel the need to deprive us of our one treat, well frankly, you deserve a 2x4 to the cranium. Okay, so day 1. Breathe in deeply, Laine. Over the summer, I had a crush on this girl. Well, how could I not? She made the best damn mud pies in town. So when I saw she was in my class, I got overly excited. One of the other girls had kind of air quotes set us up. So basically what we did was go into a private room, sit underneath a desk, and there we were going to have our first kiss. Well, once under the desk, the girl started to feel the pressure. I mean, I had my adult teeth in already. Let's just say I was a catch. And she had thought it was okay to back out. She wasn't really ready to experience all that I had in store to give her. At this point I thought, no way am I letting this girl get away, and somewhat forced myself on her. I mean, it's a gray area, I can't really remember, but it was awesome nonetheless, till I came and fell asleep. So that concludes the rape segment. Anyways, after my kiss, I was feeling pretty damn good, almost invincible if you will, and I thought that I could do anything, basically without any repercussions. There was a group of about 7 girls in this one room, and this next part will basically give you guys an idea of why I am the person I am today, and why I say some of the things that I do. So I walked into this room, closed the door, these girls turn around, and at this moment I thought, time to start a legacy, people. Laine is on the loose, let everyone know about it. I pulled my pants down, and I whipped my dick out. Yes, I did. And for a split second of dangling freely before, you know, the screams began, I felt that this was my calling. I just felt so free, so alive. Like life made sense for once. Until the girls ran out of the room. I had to go home and call up everyone's mother and apologize for introducing their 6-year-old daughters to Pound Town at such a young age. But to this day, I don't regret it. I'll never regret it. Just for the fact that my dick will be forever ingrained in these girls' nightmares. That's 7 girls thinking about my dick at night. How many girls do you guys have? That's what I thought. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you could so kindly hover your mouse and or laptop pad over the like and favorite buttons and furiously click until finish, I would greatly appreciate it. But until next time, mortals, I'm the Attack, and I am out.
What is up, mortals?
Hey, what's up guys, Mrs. Attack here, and myself and Laine figured that I would start my own series on his channel, giving you advice. So without further ado, welcome to episode 2 of Mrs. Attack MD. Before I read the first email, I just wanted to say thanks to all the people sending emails in, and we hope that our advice helps out just a little bit. So on that note, let's get started with the first email. From Man Raj. I need help getting a girl. I've liked her since grade 1. She's a year older than me. The main problems are my parents don't want me having a girlfriend. They think it will create a lot of problems. And I don't know how to tell her that I like her. Any help is much appreciated. Thanks. Okay, well, first off, you have to actually know the girl. Like, if you don't already know her personally and you just are acquaintances with her, get to know her. And then you can kind of incorporate the fact that you like her into it, and if she's actually interested in you, then I'd worry about the parent situation. And lastly, you also don't want to create this big problem with your parents if you're not even sure if the girl's into you, or even if you guys will work if she is into you. Thanks for the email. Now on to the next email from Gray. Laine, I've been hooking up with this awesome girl for a couple of months, and I want to make it official, but in the past she's had a rep for getting with guys, then leaving to fuck other guys at a party. What should I do? Forever your bro, Gray. Okay, well Gray, first off, Laine says you have a pretty sick situation, so, you know, why do you want to change that? But, I mean, I know you want to make it official, so the first thing you should do is just take her aside and talk to her. See if she actually feels the same way, because, I mean, if she does, then great, and you don't want to have trust issues, not in a relationship, because it's just not going to work. You're going to be constantly looking over her shoulder and making sure that she's not cheating on you. So if she's actually committed to it and she wants the same thing, then, you know, there's no likely possibility that she's going to cheat. So hopefully that works out for you, Gray, and thanks for the email. And now we're on to the next one from Christopher. Sup, Laine. Okay, so this chick I know keeps dragging me to stupid Twilight fan club meets and dumb girl shit like that. No, she ain't my girlfriend. She's blackmailing me with a volley of embarrassing pictures that I would not like to go into detail about. She has the ability to post them on the school walls and Facebook. How can I get out of this one? Well, first off, she's not your girlfriend, yet she's dragging you to shit like that. I mean, I'm a chick and I don't even go to stuff like that. So that's a hard one to get out of, but my personal opinion would be get some shit on her. Get something that you can blackmail her with. A video recording of you guys having sex, if that's the type of friendship you have. So yeah, Christopher, I'd suggest just give her a taste of her own medicine and maybe she'll stop being such a bitch. Thanks for the email. On to the next one from Leo. Hey, what is up, Laine? I'm 15 and this is my problem. Just asked this one girl out and she said let's try to be together for some time before I decide. And I'm okay with that, but another girl wants me to be her sex partner with no strings. The thing is that the girl I asked out is not very sure about wanting to be with me, and I'm not getting any sex from her. The other girl is pretty hot and a great person, so what should I do? Thanks, your bro, Leo. Okay, Leo. First thing is, there's a reason that you wanted to be with the other girl, the one you asked out. So there must be something that caught your eye to ask her out in the first place. The girl with no strings, I'm sorry I don't know her personally, but I'm guessing she's kind of a sleazeball. So she's going to be with other guys, obviously with no strings attached. And if you really want to gain this girl's trust, the one that you asked out, I'd suggest staying far away from the girl with no strings and making it very clear that you've denied her. Another thing is that it is really hard to be with somebody having sex with them with no strings attached, because eventually, whether it's her or you, somebody is going to get feelings, and then it's just going to be a really big, ugly mess. So the girl that actually seems like she likes you and she's going to try and make an effort, that seems like the best route to me. Thanks for the email. Now on to the last email from Brandon. Hey there, you sexy beast. No homo. Well, just a lot. I recently lost my girlfriend of 3 years. I really truly loved her, and she had an anxiety attack one day, and it messed up everything that happened between us, and I have no idea how. This is just a few weeks ago, and the other day I went to her Facebook to see how she is doing, and she was dating a guy that I know. Goddamn cocksucking little prick who treats her like shit. Honestly, really bad. I've seen it. I really love her, and I'm so lost. My heart feels like it's in hell getting fucked by Satan's millimeter peener. I really want to be happy again, and I know the monster that you are. Mrs. Attack can help too. Nah, I say let her answer this one for you. Thanks. Okay, Brandon. So, first off, I'd have to say she seems like she has a little bit of an issue and mentally unstable, because, I mean, if she had a panic attack or an anxiety attack and decided to end a relationship because of it, it's just really not the type of situation you're going to want to be in. It doesn't sound stable whatsoever. I know you're really heartbroken, but it's just really time to move on, because it's just clearly not going to help anybody's situation if you're going to try and keep pursuing the relationship that's over between you two. Thanks for the email, Brandon, and I guess that's the end of this episode. Have a great night or day, and like and favorite my video, please, and thank you. I'll kick your ass. This is so poorly written. It's horrible.
What's up, boys?
What is up, mortals? I'm the Attack here, and I'm super freaking excited today. I managed to brainwash my father into coming onto my channel, doing a sort of interview type deal to get his thoughts and his views on the current YouTube situation. So without further ado, I want to introduce you guys to half of the reason why I'm here on this planet today. My father.
Hi guys, my name is Kevin, and Laine tricked me into coming here with a free meal, and it worked. Anyways, I want to thank Laine for asking me to do this, even though I'm the one doing him a favor. And I just ask you all to be patient with me, because I'm a YouTube newbie.
Now, Dad, as you know, I have this whole persona via the interwebs. I go by the alias of I'm the Attack. Is there any special name you want to go by? K-Dog99, Harley Davidson Rider 420, anything in particular that strikes your interest?
How about Senior Attack?
Senor Attack? Are we Mexican? Is there something that you're not telling me, Dad? Like, is Mom not my real mother?
Shut up.
Now, Dad, I'm going to ask you a question here, and let's be honest. I was talking to Grandma the other day, and she'd asked me how the porn business was going. And by the porn business, she obviously was referring to my YouTube channel. How do you feel about some of the content that I post on a regular basis?
Did Nana say that? Well, it's not something I know much about, but what happened to the good old days of Pac-Man and Pong? That's what I grew up with. Now you kids are waiting up till 2 in the morning to get some new Call of Duty game outside of Walmart. What the hell is that shit?
It's dedication to the art, Dad. So I know that when I originally started my channel, I was posting these goofy song parodies and, short film videos with friends, and those were kind of cool. I mean, I used to bring those to you loud and proud and force you to watch them. Then one day I kind of switched over to just Call of Duty and this girl talk I'm currently doing. And I mean, at first it was kind of tame. You're probably running through my channel being like, oh, my first kiss, my first dance, what a goof. And then you scrolled up for the first time having sex, my first gay experience, and you just feel like, what in the hell, my son's one of them gosh dang queer-o-sexuals. At this particular moment, Dad, can you give us a take on what was going through your mind?
Well, that's a really good question, Laine, and Well, you know what? First I was a little confused, and to be quite honest with you, I was thinking, who watches this shit anyway? But then I said to myself, self, who is he harming? He enjoys doing it, he appears to be good at it, and it keeps him off the street so he doesn't hurt anyone out there. Just as long as he keeps wearing his life jacket and a rape whistle, I'm fine with it.
So basically, you know, my content isn't quite your cup of tea. Now, I know you're pretty down with the scene hit music of our times, rocking that serious satellite hits one on the regular when you're driving home from work. Some Katy Perry, maybe some LMFAO. Kind of established what music you like, Dad. But what kind of videos do you watch on YouTube?
Yeah, well, you know I'm a top 40s kind of guy. And as for YouTube videos, well, I used to watch Kimbo Slice's Backyard Brawls till he got wasted in the UFC.
I used to go through like the search history on the computer, and it was like backyard fights, like down the page, just screaming down the page. So that gives you an idea of how my dad is. But I got one final question to ask you, Dad. Do you feel bad at all about those times you came down at 2, 3, 4 a.m. wearing that robe? And you know that robe that I'm talking about, the one that doesn't quite perform as advertised in the whole coverage area, and getting like extremely pissed off at me for gaming into the wee hours of the night, and that time that you threw a chair at my friend Steve.
I never threw a chair at Steve, did I?
You literally turned around and you hurled a chair, and he had to make some sort of dive bomb drop shot maneuver to dodge the chair.
Well, it was 4 a.m., Laine. And you tell me what most dads would do at that time of the morning. I guess it is kind of cool what you're doing, but I won't apologize, and sure as hell don't regret it. It's 4 a.m. now. Go to sleep, you loser.
Thanks for the apology, Dad. It meant a lot. Queer. All right. Thank you guys so much for listening. I want to thank my dad for being an absolute legend coming onto my channel. And maybe one day we'll see a channel named Old Man Attack. Maybe Old Man Attack, not Senor Attack. We can kind of kick the whole Mexican thing, but maybe we'll see Old Man Attack emerging from the depths of YouTube one day.
You're such a fag, Laine. But thanks for having me. You owe me your life times 2 now. All I want to ask is that you guys leave this video a favorite, give it a thumbs up, because I want my son to send me to a half-decent nursing home and support me when I retire.
You know that's never going to happen. But, alright, you heard what he said, guys. Make sure to add this video to your favorites and give it a thumbs up. Show us some love for this family affair. And maybe next month I can convince my mom to come on. Alright, thank you guys so much for listening. I'm The Attack, and I'm out.
Laine, you are no longer my son.
What is up, mortals?
What is up, mortals? I'm The Attack here. Now, a few minutes ago, I just finished watching Justin Bieber's newest music video, Mistletoe. I'm just kidding, guys. I lied. I finished watching that like an hour and a half ago. But anyways, it got me thinking a lot about Christmas. And I know Christmas is like just less than a month away. We still got a lot of shit going on before then. But it still brought up some awesome feelings. And I'm feeling pretty good right now, and I thought I would use my YouTube channel to spread the pre-Christmas joy. Now, growing up as a kid, Christmas, as a lot of you guys will know because you're of that age, is the most exciting time of the year. You get 2, maybe 3 weeks off school, you get epic presents, and I know birthdays and such other holidays are exciting as well, but Christmas is that one time of the year where you can't sleep the night before. You have all these emotions running through you. Your family is all up from wherever they come from, and it's just like, it is honestly the most wonderful time of the year. It's the most amazing feeling. Now, I'm of that age where Christmas has changed, and that kind of saddens me because, you know, some of my best memories come from previous Christmases. Now, I'm currently living with my girlfriend. We're living by ourselves, so this will be our first Christmas away from our family. Now, I went away to university for a few years, but I always come back for Christmas break, so I always had that opportunity to spend Christmas with the family. Now, this year, I think we may go over there and make a little appearance, maybe open some stockings, but it doesn't have that same vibe, which kind of sucks. But that all comes with growing up. That all comes with becoming an adult. Everything will switch for you guys at some point too, so just hold on to it while you can. Hold on to that little kid inside of you that just gets excited for Christmas. And I know that I probably still will be excited, but it all changes. And from, not completely sounding selfish here, but I miss coming upstairs, looking under the tree, and there's like these sweet boxes, and one of them is a remote control ATV, and you're gonna play with that shit for like 2 to 3 weeks before you get completely bored of it. But you were just pumped for those 2 to 3 weeks of playing with that ATV. And now, looking under the tree, there's no more ATVs. All my parents decide to get me is like pots and things that make me seem like I am a greasy, smelly person, like shampoo and toothpaste and razors and underwear. And I mean, all those things are great. At the point I am in my life right now, I could use every single one of those things, but it's not the same as a remote control ATV, Mom. So in a way, it is kind of sad. I miss all those times that myself and my brother would be rummaging around the attic and down in the crawl space when my parents are away, when they go to air quote buy us Christmas presents, but they're out having lunch for themselves because they've already got the Christmas present. They've just hidden them in the house, and they're using their reverse psychology on us to make us not want to look. We laid some pretty hardcore CSI Miami shit on those Christmas presents, and in a way I did regret it, because when my parents were always like amazing parents, and I say that with the utmost respect for them. They're amazing people for everything that they've done for me to my life at this point. And even just thinking back at the Christmas gifts, I would always say I wanted this, I wanted that, and I was kind of a little shithead brat about it because I was spoiled. Just to say, I was a spoiled young kid, and they would always get me what I wanted. And I guess, after a few years of searching for presents, I probably should have learned that, but I still wanted to, it gives you that rush when you're like, I want a CD burner. And those used to be big back in my day, to burn your own CDs and put the custom skins on them with like, flowers and thunderbolts and shit. Call it Laine's Hot Mix 1. And then you can do 2 and go so on. And I remember the time I found my parents had got me a CD burner for my computer. That was like the most joyous moment ever. But then you come to the whole point when you're opening the present on Christmas morning, and you can't get super excited because you already got it. You're sitting there and you're like, oh, how am I going to fake feeling super excited about this present because I already know that I got it. And this may be a little bit of a reminiscent commentary. This is just me kind of putting out my feelings of how I used to feel about this holiday, but I'm kind of hopping into a new era, and hopefully a few years down the road, a lot of years down the road, I'll have children, and I'll have a chance to relive those moments, just seeing the joy, on a young kid's face when he gets that Tonka truck that he wants. It's going to be amazing, and it is something that I am looking forward to, kind of changing, from the child perspective to the parental perspective. It's going to be pretty awesome. But all I wanted to do, I was just feeling super awesome, super giddy about the holiday season coming up, and I just wanted to spread that joy all over your guys' faces. So all I want to just say is you will be hearing a lot more Christmas stuff from me when it comes. But start decorating those houses, start getting those trees together, guys. And I hope that this season, this December, we can share some awesome holiday stories. We can have a lot of fun, and you guys get what you want for Christmas, because that's what it's all about. And giving as well. Giving is awesome. Giving is an amazing feeling. Just to see the joy on people's faces when you get them something that they really want. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just had to get it out. It was bottling up inside me. You should just see the grin on my face right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you wouldn't mind leaving me a like, and I have a new video on Machinima Respawn as well. If you guys may have already seen it on my channel. I want to get a couple videos up there before I start a new series, and it's going to be awesome. I'll let you guys know more about that when the time comes. But there will be a link on the screen right now, as well as in the description, to go check out my video on Respawn, because I just want my mortals to head over there and just show Respawn how we do it on my channel. So thank you guys again so much for listening. I'm The Attack, and I'm out.